So this is a small kitty session for understanding the relationship between member ID and universal member ID, this concept, as well as understanding this table member D. So we'll start with this member D table. So this is our database ADW DDW. Inside that for DBO we have this table member ID. Approximately 69 million records are there as of today. So if we check this table, we have different columns. We'll try to understand those columns. So member D, ignore it for time being. It's begin date and end date. So here we have to understand this member ID. So this member ID is combination of three parts. That is group ID, subscriber ID, and suffix. So here if we select any member ID, so if you see this one, it is consisting of three parts. You can see this group ID is still 122. So this part is group ID. Then you have subscriber ID and last 00 is suffix. So this is group ID, this is subscriber ID, this is suffix. So group ID is something like a company. So if someone is working in IBM, TCS or something like that, then we can consider group ID something like this. So this group ID is this column. Then you have subscriber. So this is particular individual subscriber. So for this subscriber and this group ID, this is one combination. And then you have suffix. Suffix is the relationship between the subscriber and the member, or you can say to decide which is the primary member. Let's see that by example. So suppose we are going by this particular example. So for this subscriber, we are watching the data. So for this, we have these many records. So here we can see different suffix. It is 0001 00 again. So this 00 means this is the primary subscriber. So this one is the primary subscriber. This 01 is some dependent person. So here Nelson is the primary subscriber, while Clark Dell is some dependent person. Now why we have multiple records? For all the records, only one record will be active. That is, we can see by current. So each current is that column. So if we go here and if we check this is current. So you can see this is 000. That means these three records are not active, but these three records are active. So here for this particular subscriber, we can see these three records are active. That means this insurance policies or this year it is active. So here you can see these two are 00, but the name is same. That means Nielsen denies or Nielsen denies age. This belongs to the same person. Here she is female. She is the primary subscriber, while Clark Dell, this person is the secondary subscriber. That's why it is 01. Now, to know who is the primary subscriber, there is one more column called as each subscriber. You can go here and you can see here each subscriber, or we can take that at beginning. So if we check each subscriber, each current, comma, each subscriber, and as well as we will check the suffix for this particular record, then we can see whenever it is each subscriber, it will be 0. Each subscriber means this person is subscriber. So this person is subscriber and suffix is 0 for that. Suffix is 0. This person, this is not subscriber. Suffix is something else. Now, if we want to see only active records, we have to choose is current equal to 1. So we will check that with the same condition. So in this condition, we will add this where is current equal to 1. That means only active records we will see. Sorry. So these are only active records. Now here you can say this is the same record. This is the same person that we can confirm by social security number. You can see the same social security number. And one more point, we can confirm that by birth date as well. You can see the birth date is also same. So this is same person. In one case, that person has written as denies A. In one case, only denies. So this Nelson and this Clark, it's family of or maybe a group of two people who have taken the insurance. So Nelson is a primary subscriber. Primary subscriber is decided by suffix 00 as well as each subscriber 1. And these are the active records. Now here we can see group ID is different. That means there is 122 group ID for which Nelson and Clark both have the insurance. But there is one group called as 153. For this particular group, only Nelson is having the insurance. Here, Clark is not there. Now here we can see this member ID and we can correlate the things now. So here this member ID is combination of group ID, subscriber ID and suffix. So we can take this particular three examples. Let me copy it here. So these are three. Here if we separate the last part, this is the suffix. You can see 00001. So these top two are for Nelson and this bottom one is for Clark. So Nelson is the primary subscriber, so it is 00. Then we have this group ID till 153. So you can see till here, this is group ID. So let me separate it here. So this is group ID. So for 153 group, this is Nelson. So you can see this is and this is subscriber is same. This is the subscriber number, that is Nelson. Everything it is same. For this subscriber, this is primary one. This is primary one for this group. This is primary one for this group. And for this group and this subscriber, this is the secondary one, 01. This is the concept. Now, let's check the suffix. Okay. So just small basic counts I have. So here, if we check the count, so this out of this 59 million total records, there are 29 million records. Almost half records are primary. Well, other than half, like rest half are non-primary. That means those are dependent. So this is the record where suffix is not equal to 1. So I'm very much sure the count for each subscriber would be the same. Let's take that count as well. So if I go for that kind of count, where I'm sorry, we have to take that each subscriber, where each subscriber is 1. If subscriber is 1 means that person is the primary member. And the count should be same, ideally. Let's see what happens. So yes, we can see the count is matching. Little deviation is there, but almost. So it is the almost it is same. So you can see 29.32 million records. And here 30.27 million records. So that logic is true. We have to check in which cases that logic is not matching. There might be some situations. Okay. So different types of suffix we can see. So there are different 42 types of suffix are there. So most common is 00, 01, 02. I'm not sure what is this, but it might be something like maybe children, wife, parent, something like that it would be. Then how many different types of group we have is 25,000 different types of group we have. So if we check by the count, so this is 001 group ID, 001, 1001. This is the count, something like that. So we were checking this particular for this record. Now, this count, try to understand this line number 23. This will not show any records. This ensures that for particular member ID, current record will be only one. So what I have done here, if you focus on this query, I tried to get the members for which we have more than one count, where current record is one. This is not possible. Now, if I remove this one condition, we can get several records. So if I remove this is condition, we will get records. In first case, we were not having any records, but here we will have records because there are multiple records, but only one of that will be current. One. This is meaning of that. So see, here we don't get any record, but here we have got multiple records. Why? Because for this member ID, we have two records, but out of those two, only one will be is current one. So we will check that. So let's go for these four records. I will copy this. Uh, So these are the four records. Okay. It is the record of same person. You can see everywhere suffix is 01. That is the same person. So that means there is no dependent person. So this James, he's not having any family member or dependent. So every time suffix is 1. So here we can analyze this record by these columns. If you see this, we can take each current at front, we can take suffix at front, and we can take relationship at front. So you can see only one record is current. So this person, James, is having four records, but only one is current. Rest are not active. Those are not active. Those are past record. Now for all these records, suffix is 00. For all these, relationship is M. I don't know, sorry, what is relationship. I wanted to take each subscriber here. So each subscriber, you can see everywhere it is 1. Okay. So we have understood till here. So this is the beginning date and end date. So if we just make this order by this date, here we can see this is the first for which group is this. Fortunately, all the groups are also same. Okay. So here it is beginning on 30th of June, ended on 18th of June 1990. So it you can see when it ends, next starts immediately, 18 June. Then you can see till 23, 8 December. 23, 8 December, it is till 2024. So it is something like that. So this was active, then this was active, then this was active. So currently only this is active. So we have seen this begin date, end date, this member ID. This is combination of subscriber group suffix relationship. I couldn't understand this logic actually. This is the first name, last name, middle name, title. Then we have Original effective date key. Not sure what is this. This is some original effective date. So I think it might be some policy that is originating. So it is in date and time format like this. Social security number, gender, birth date. So this is the birth date. It is 2002 1 August. So it is in this format. Language English, records, medical insurance, family link, blah blah blah. Address type, comprehensive relationship. Each subscriber that we have seen, subscriber ID, social security code, address type. I don't know what is this. Okay, so all that we have covered. Let me check if anything out of this we have to check. Distinct. Yeah, this is something surprising. I couldn't understand it is why it is so. Because if you see suffix and relationship don't form unique combination. I thought that like suffix is 00, that means self. So if it is M here, it won't be M anywhere else. But you can see 01 also M. You can see like 03 is also M, or 01D is there, again some 02D is there. So this relationship is something different. We have to understand. I don't know yet what is this. Mm. So this is particular one record we have taken. So this is the record for particularly this subscriber. So if I first go with not by not having this condition is current. So let's remove this condition and have this. If we execute this query, we can see for this particular subscriber, this is the subscriber ID. So it is subscriber ID here. Here we can see we have 6 record, but 3 are not active. That means each current is not there. 3 are active. Okay. So again, if we see the beginning date for particular record, like particular member ID. So it is beginning at here, it is ending here. So that same logic will be followed for any member ID combination. So these are two people, the same example actually, Nelson and Clark that we have seen. So this suffix is 00. That means this is the primary subscriber. This is the secondary member or subscriber.